Missouri State. They improved to 24-6 with the win. Advanced to the semifinals against Augustana Sunday at 7:30. We have head coach Ben McCollum, freshman Justin Pitts, and junior Connor Crooker. Coach, if you'd like to start things off with an opening statement.
Yeah, you know, I thought Minnesota State came out and had a great game plan to start the first half. You know, it was probably, you know, I told my guys it's probably my worst half of coaching in my entire career. Thankfully, they had one of their best halves of basketball in their careers. In the second half, it kind of bailed me out, and you know, really competed and got big stops and you know, got big loose balls and knocked down enough shots to be able to win the game.
Was there a halftime adjustment, or was it just you know, you're going to have Justin and Lyle attack the paint as much as you can until they stop it?
That was pretty much the halftime adjustment. They were staying home hard on our shooters, which was a good idea. They were switching all of our ball screens and kind of sitting back, kind of forcing tough contested shots. And so, you know, it kind of stymied us a little bit. We got a little stagnant. And then the second half, we did make the adjustment where it was like, well, if they're going to stay home, then, you know, it's going to be a one-on-one game. And, you know, fortunately, we were able to win that battle.
Justin, seemed like pretty early on you saw that matchup was there, that you were things were pretty open in the lane. At what point did that start, you know, really clicking?
I mean, I hit the first three, and I started like feeling good about out there. And I knew they were staying home on shooters, and the lane was going to be wide open, so I just started tagging and hitting shots.
How much do you like it when you know, when that happens and it's just one-on-one there?
I mean, I love it because I'm pretty quick, and it's hard for guys to stay in front of me. But I also like when they help out, so I could get Connor or Zach some shots, and they start getting going too.
Connor, a big game for Justin. Lyle, a big second half. You're kind of quiet there for a little bit of it, but when you got the call to take that last shot, what was going through your mind? What were you looking for there?
Honestly, I was just thinking to attack the basket and hope to get a nice little layup, and it ended up working out for me because he kind of was on my left, and then I went behind the back and saw an open lane and I attacked after that.
How big is that for you personally, especially building confidence as this tournament goes along to come up with, obviously, your biggest moment of the year on the biggest stage?
Yeah, it's really big for me. You know, I was kind of off in the first half and the second half, but Coach always tells me to keep attacking with confidence, and you know, that shot gave me a lot of confidence. I'll have more confidence coming in the next game.
How about that draw up, though? Just drive to your left and score. It's just great coaching, isn't it?
I thought I heard you in the huddle call someone else's number there.
I actually did, and then about 2 seconds before, I go, all right, let's just do this, and hand off to Connor, drive to your left, and boy, he had a big old smile on his face. I said, oh, this game's over. He was ready, so I was very proud of him being able to hit that shot.
Just in the shot at the end of the first half, having that awareness to get the ball out of bounds, and you know, what did you see there after the ball went through for that?
I don't know. I saw Matt Harrison get the ball out and look at me, and I just look. I thought it was long. I thought it was over the backboard, so I just start running to the locker room. I didn't even know it went in until I heard people scream, and I was just lucky it went in.
Oh, that won the game. 3 points.
I mean, they had a shot from almost the exact same spot right at the end of the game. How nervous were you to see that bounce off?
Oh, I saw him shoot it. I thought it was good. Yeah, that was not fun. That was not fun.
You talked about how you thought your first half was your worst half of coaching. What do you mean by that? What would you say?
You know, I didn't have a good game plan. Awesome got in foul trouble that actually hurt our game plan quite a bit, the big guy. I didn't give them the energy that they needed. Just was bad. Just didn't do a very good job of preparing them. It was pretty evident through our play. Didn't do a good job of making adjustments. Just it wasn't one of my better coaching performances in that first half.
How important did that become down the stretch though to get Awesome out of there and open up even more lanes for Lyle and Justin?
He's pretty tough to stop, you know, so that helps. You know, I think what happened was when he's in there, then we always set that ball screen, and he's pretty good at moving his feet defensively. He's tough to score on, even for like Justin, you know, because he'll sit back just enough and contest you just enough. And so he makes it difficult not only defensively but offensively. But our whole game plan was to be able to stop some of what he does. So, you know, in all honesty, when he was in the game, it helped our game plan quite a bit. We forced more turnovers, things of that nature. And they kind of went away from what they had been doing the whole year. You know, they didn't run their ball screen actions as much. Their little shakes that I call them shakes, but their little ball screens that they run. And so I thought in the second half, I thought that might have caught up with them a little bit, where we forced some turnovers, but I think that was just more they were running different things.
Lyle's role's obviously diminished a little bit in the last few weeks, but to see him step up in that situation today, how impressive was that for his confidence going forward?
I think it's great. I had a conversation with Lyle, and usually I keep these between me and the kids, but we talked to him and said, hey, you're really going to need to improve if you want to come back next year. And I said, and if you don't think you can improve, don't come back. And he told me, and a lot of it was to motivate him to improve, not to kick him off, something like that. But and he told me, he said, Coach, I want to play here because I want to play in games like this. And that's just, for him to have that 12 points, that big a game, it was just like, tears to your eyes when you're out there. It's like, that's why he came back, and he was able to get that, and that was special for him.
How much do you think that stretch when Justin was out with the injury really, helped for a situation exactly like this?
Oh, it helped a ton. It helped the confidence a ton, and he doesn't have a lot of fear out there. He doesn't play with a lot of fear, and you could see that in some of his fouls that he had. Sometimes it gets in his way, but he just goes out and hoops, and that was fun. I was beyond excited for him and his performance tonight.
Did you have it planned to call his number in the locker room? Did you just say, Justin and Lyle, you guys attack, or did he just kind of emerge and you said, keep going?
No, he's tough to stop one-on-one. He might be the toughest we have to stop one-on-one. Just he's so powerful. He's so direct with his drives, and so they started. They would put different defenders, and they'd switch their good defenders to Justin, and so then we needed a second. And Connor's good at attacking and advantages situations and stuff like that, but Lyle can just go at you, and so then we put them both in at the same time, and then whoever had the weaker defender would just go direct, and they weren't helping at all, and so it was like, this is what you have to do, because if they're not going to help, if they're just switching that stuff, if that's what it is, then that's what you have to do. And I was at halftime, and there was a game early in the season. Not that you care, and not that my kids care. They just want to get out of here. But I'm going to tell you anyway. Early in the season, you and I and Stephen F. Austin, and Stephen F. Austin denies everything. And anyway, so they just went 5 out and just drove. So that's what I told them we were going to do. We're going to do exactly that. Just going to go 5 out, and those two are just going to start driving, and we'll see what happens. And it worked. So they played, it wasn't me, it was our kids.
Late in the game, cut it down to 1. You guys kind of sat there right there with them, about to jump in front of them quite a few times. One time Anthony goes up, reverse layup, just missed it. Did you kind of do a flip there? Did you land up on your back on the sideline?
I don't know what I do. Apparently in the first half I shoved one of my assistants to the ground and he fell over a chair. They told me that afterwards. And then one time I think my marker flew halfway across the court when I hit the board. So, yeah. Who did? They caught it?
Vance.
Nice. Good job, Vance. So, yeah, you've seen me coach. I just get overly excited. And, and that's, I've had a coach, women's coach, that told me, you've got to be who you are, and who I am is extremely emotional, and that's how I coach. And so that's just, so I probably did do a backflip. I don't know. I'm not that athletic, though.
Schneider's defense, he had like 3 or 4 steals. He held 22, I think, maybe 5 points in the second half after he went off in the first half. What do you have to say about him? He got a lot of D boards, too, I think.
He was excellent, especially they just stayed home on him so hard. They just eliminated him from the game, and he stayed engaged and wanted to win worse than anybody out there. He's just such a freakish athlete. I'm just kidding. He's great at angles defensively. He's just great at taking away your angles. He's not very fast or quick or anything. He can't jump. But he can shoot, and he can take away angles, and he's extremely tough. And you saw that tonight when he's going to the ball. And he's super competitive. I mean, he just manned up and got those stops. It was big time.
And what about Kozak? He got to play a lot more in the second half, and he seemed to really spark the team with that baseline jumper at the beginning of it. How nice was it to keep them out of foul trouble there at the end? Well,
and we were subbing with Awesome because they went so small, and it became very difficult to score. So we'd sub with Awesome, and then once Awesome came out, I think I'm pronouncing that right. And then so we just sub for that. But yeah, he was good. He wasn't the usual Grant. he needs to be better tomorrow. He needs to be better tomorrow for sure. We're playing against some grown men. Not that these guys. I mean, I thought Minnesota State, just watching on film, and I haven't watched Augustana enough, and I thought they were one of, if not the best team in the NSIC. I thought they were excellent. I thought we probably stole one tonight, hit enough shots to be able to come away with it. Early ripe, early rotten. They kind of were ripe early, and then they kind of made that run at them. But they're an excellent team and an excellent coached team, and I got a lot of respect for their program.
All right, thank you.